Hey guys, this is Frozen Thing Studios here, and welcome back to another video. I know that this month is December and it's Christmas, and also we got some other, I got some other movies to watch, but Disney month isn't over for me yet. I didn't get a chance to do any Disney related videos on my channel because I was very busy. I might just no, I mean, yes, I did make a lot of this about quite a bunch of Disney videos over the past few months on my channel from even from the start. But what I meant to say was I didn't make a single video to celebrate Disney month in November, with the exception of my Strange World review and Disney Revival Age ranking, which technically both were short. So I thought, why not do one like a legit straight to Disney video. This is technically a video that I've been wanting to make for a long time, and this is supposed to come out on November during Disney month, but then I decided to isolate to December because all the basic things I had to do. Now I love Disney. Disney is my favorite studio of all time, and yeah, but there's no denying that you can see like problems with Disney. Unfortunately, today's video, it's gonna be a negative one, but I'm sure some of you guys agree with me on this opinion. Most of the Frozen community members, I think some do like it, but like the vast majority of the Frozen community members hate this movie. Also, a big shout out to Zootopia fan 1001 because he's definitely gonna love this video. Why am I doing something? You're asking. Well, today's video, I'm going to be doing a straight up rant on Ralph Breaks the Internet, the sequel, or so-called quote-unquote sequel, I should add, to Wreck-It Ralph. Now, yes, I don't love Wreck-It Ralph as much as others do. In fact, I think Brave is better than Wreck-It Ralph, but I appreciate Wreck-It Ralph for what it is. I think Wreck-It Ralph is a very well-made film. There's no denying about it. But seriously, who asked for a sequel to Wreck-It Ralph? But anyway, let's get this over with. So, Ralph Breaks the Internet is directed by Rich Moore and Phil Johnston, the same guys who directed the first movie, and same cast with the addition of Gal Gadot and Tiffany Haddish, Bill Hader as well, and tell the quote-unquote story, if there even is one. Basically, steering wheel breaks in the Sugar Rush, and they want to get the steering wheel back from eBay, but then they couldn't afford it. So Ralph and Vanellope, like, overhearing this conversation, tried to help them buy the steering wheel by going to the internet to buy it. Yes, that sounds as basic as it sounds. I mean, it could have been just a simple story of Ralph, facing obstacles in the internet while trying to get the steering wheel back. But oh no, this movie tries to exceed our expectation. The exceeding your expectations, that cliche that you get in modern Hollywood. You know what happens? They completely ignore the plot line and just change the direction completely. Vanellope finds out this new racing game called the Slaughter Race, and she actually likes it better than Sugar Rush. This makes Ralph bad, so becomes a villain now, apparently, and destroys the internet just to get Vanellope out of Sugar Race. I'm sorry, I can't. Like, screw this, there's no plot. Yeah, there's no story. All you see in this movie is just internet jokes, pop culture references, and Disney shoving their product placement down your throats. That's it. That's the movie. And yeah, I mean, that's literally like one the minor things about what went wrong with this movie. I mean, I'm already like explaining, like, and I'm not even halfway to the point of everything wrong with Ralph Breaks the Internet, but in the meantime, let's talk about some redeeming qualities to it, because yes, there are some redeeming qualities to this film. Obviously the animation is nice, better than animation in the first film. Although, yes, of course, there's some weaknesses to the animation. I'll get to that later. I like the Disney princesses in this. I mean, I like that they're actually not just there just for the sake of product placement. They actually do serve a purpose to the story to make Vanellope fulfill her dreams. And yeah, they're definitely the best part of the movie, the Disney princess scenes. And they help the Vanellope come up with a song. Yeah, sure. The Slaughter Race song is stupid, but I love it because it's very colorful, very vibrant, very imaginative, and It's all thanks to the Disney princesses for actually motivating Vanellope and saving Ralph at the end. I like Shank, I guess. I actually really like Shank. I think Shank is my favorite character in the Wreck-It Ralph duology. Voiced wonderfully by Gal Gadot. Um, but I like Shank. I want to see more for. I think Shank technically feels like a villain. Maybe one. Maybe Wreck-It Ralph 3. Oh, she could be the villain. Oh wait, screw it. I don't want Wreck-It Ralph 3. Please don't make it Wreck-It Ralph 3. I don't want to see that movie after this abomination. Now, yes, I'm usually more into like I'm like the type of guy who would just like want sequel to improve on the first film. Like even if the first one was bad, I always give the benefit of the doubt for a sequel. Like I always want to give it a chance. For example, Captain Marvel. Yes, I hate Captain Marvel, but I'm always willing to give Captain Marvel to a chance. Like the Marvels, I want to give it a chance because I always like to be. I don't want to get like too skeptical about the MCU. I want to always give the benefit of the doubt because I love the MCU. That would be the same for Disney, but I don't want Wreck-It Ralph 3. I just don't think there's any more stories to tell. In fact, I mean, what story could even have told them after the first Wreck-It Ralph? But yeah, Wreck-It Ralph Racing the Internet shows exactly that and more. Yeah, what an embarrassment. I love the Disney revival era. I mean, I defend the Disney revival era. I mean, I defend the Frozen 2, my favorite movie of all time. I defend Raya and the Last Dragon, and I also defended the recent Strange World. But I cannot defend this movie one tiny bit, because this movie freaking pissed me off. Pissed me off. I hate this movie with a flaming passion. This is easily the most disappointing movie of 2018. Yes, I will admit, I wasn't really fully excited for this because the trailer didn't convince me. I mean, it just looked like a generic internet movie with pop culture references. No, yes, I was excited for this because it's a Wreck-It Ralph sequel, but the trailer didn't really sell me, but I was thinking, oh, it's probably going to be surprising anyway. I think it's going to be great. No. No, it wasn't. The trailer warned us that it's going to suck and we just didn't realize it. Just, wow. Just, like, where do I even start with this? First of all, I already said earlier that this movie is so reliant on pop culture references and shoving Disney references down your throats, and just pretty much showing that I mean what the things that people complain about Disney and more, they're all like represented in this. This movie is just like people say Disney, people like consider Disney movies a cash grab, but I mean, Rob Race is the definition of a cash grab. Yeah, this movie this movie just wants your money. Yeah, thank God it didn't make $1 billion at the box office. Just like what Frozen 2 did, and Spider-Verse broke this movie's record. Now, yes, it's not the worst anime film of the year. I think it is bottom 5 anime movies of 2018. I mean, 2018 was an amazing year for animation, but this is literally on the same lines as Sherlock Gnomes, The Grinch. I don't even remember what my worst anime movie that year was. I can't remember, but I'm sure it's something. But I just can't remember it exists. But yeah, it's up there with Sherlock Gnomes and The Grinch as pretty much just some of the biggest pile of garbage anime films of 2018. Yeah, but yeah, I will rant on The Grinch as well. Since it is a Christmas movie and we're in Christmas season. But let's focus on Ralph Breaks the Internet. Yes, there are redeeming qualities, so it's not the worst. But yeah, this movie is garbage. Like, but yeah, I think the biggest sin that this movie does is well, I'll get into it later. But let's talk about Vanellope first. Now, I used to love Vanellope, but even in Wreck-It Ralph 1, I already disliked Vanellope. I mean, yeah, 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 because you know why? I mean, she literally I mean, yeah, Vanellope is annoying in the first film, but in this movie, yeah, well, like where do I start with this? Like she's I mean, this movie sends such a horrible message to follow your dreams rather than her responsibilities. I mean, Vanellope just literally just didn't care about Sugar Rush anymore. At first, like she was just so like desperate to find Sugar Rush that she'd literally die if she doesn't get Sugar Rush. back, but oh well, she chose to stay in Slaughter Race because of the it's the beginning of Disney separation, that cliche main characters separates. I mean, this and Toy Story 4. Frozen 2, I forget because I think it was well executed. You know, when Anna and Elsa separate, I think they did it for the right reasons. But why does Vanellope need to separate from Ralph? Ralph, that makes no sense. Vanellope's literally just killing herself. I mean, she's probably still glitching. Yes, maybe they got the race back, and Bloodwish saved Vanellope, but it's still a horrible message, and that's no excuse to for me to forgive what Vanellope's so-called decision to screw up like that. And the Ralph and Vanellope friendship, I never liked it to begin with. I think they gave us such a bad chemistry. Their chemistry is just so formulaic. Yes, they become they're friends, and then suddenly Ralph does something to make Vanellope cry. They repeat this cliche where Ralph makes Vanellope cry because of something. In the first movie, it's Ralph Ralph, believing King Candy, and knowing the truth, which makes Vanellope, which is probably one of my biggest the things I hate about Vanellope, about how much she's such a brat. But in this movie, Ralph, it's technically Ralph's fault because screw Ralph. But I'll save that for last. What else can I say? And how and also the climax is so stupid with all the Ralph viruses. The Ralph virus is just coming. This movie doesn't even have a villain. How I would rewrite this movie personally. I'll probably make a comedian post out of it, but I'll just say probably make Shank the villain. Yeah, I'm going to do a Ralph Racing Internet rewrite one day. I don't think I'll do it as a video, maybe a comedian post. We'll see, but I think this movie should be rewritten, to make it better. Instead of a stupid Ralph virus, ugh. Yeah, in order to save the movie. What else can I say? And also, I think this movie would have been better with a Disney twist villain. Yeah, sure, you got your Hans and the freaking sugar plum fairy from this the Nutcracker in the forest, which literally came out the same month as Rob Racing and that. This movie would have been fine as a twist villain. I would say I think Shanka should have been a twist villain. Yes, it could be predictable, but it's fine. I'm a defender of the twist villains. No, I'm not defending Hans. Screw Hans. But yeah. And also this movie pretty much pushes the message of friendship down our throats. It's so exposition heavy. Vanellope literally lecturing the virus about how to be a good friend. That's literally pushing the message. It's so pushing it about friendship and stuff that it's not even a message anymore. You're literally teaching your kids how the wrong ways of this. The real message is that dreams is to put dreams over responsibilities, but that's just wrong. But now let's talk about Ralph. I hate Ralph. Why can't Ralph seriously just accept the Vanellope change? And plus, why is Ralph so obsessed with Vanellope? He can't friends do separate right now. I'm not in my friends right now. Some of my friends, even some of my school crushes, move schools, and I accept that. But Ralph is just so obsessed with Vanellope that it's so creepy nowadays. Vanellope is just doing her job. She wants to help. Vanellope makes a point that she just helps. I will admit though, I do prefer Vanellope in this movie slightly more than the first one. I think Vanellope's not a bad character at all. She's 20% at saving grace, but although it's pretty much the message that she tries to convey ruins her character. But Ralph is the problem. Ralph is the worst character in this movie by far and away. I cannot stand Ralph. My God, this isn't a friendship anymore. This is a romantic relationship, and Ralph just seduced himself as a pedophile. Friends separate, so why can't he just let Vanellope do what she wants instead of getting angry about it? And Ralph is just the same old big baby that he was in the first movie. Like, you know, I never noticed that messages, but every time Ralph makes like an angry or sad like baby face, he's about to cry. It's so badly animated. Like the way they animate the face is just so laughably bad. Like I literally laugh every time I see him about to cry, like having a temper tantrum. It's just hilarious. Like it's so funny. I really can't stop laughing at that. But yeah, and yeah, the ending like sucks. The emotional moment. I mean, there's no emotional impact. It's so forced, and I mean, I don't know what else to say anymore. I'm sure there's more to say, but yeah, this movie is stupid. Yeah, what a waste, man. You know what? I'm done talking about this movie. Oh yeah, I mean, one more thing I might mention, Felix and Calhoun. Oh my goodness, I mean, they're never a good couple to begin with. Like, the decision to make Felix and Calhoun a couple was just like they don't fit as a couple. But making them actually parents and adopting these sugar rays, um, I mean, I'm sure you know what I mean by that. I mean, that's too far. I mean, just why did they even need that romance to begin with? So overall, Ralph Racing that sucks. It sucks. It's not the worst Disney movie of 2018. I mean, 2018 wasn't that good for Disney. I mean, we got the Nutcracker in the Four Realms and Wrinkle in Time, which A Wrinkle in Time is the worst Disney movie of 2018. But Ralph Racing Internet, bottom tier of the Disney animation canon. Like it is like up there with the Home and Range and it's Chicken Little as like some of the worst in the Walt Disney Animation Studios canon. Like bottom three, I'm telling you. This movie literally took away what I loved about the first film. It literally made Ralph like the most unlikable person ever. Like it pretty much ruins everything that the first film did. And this is not how you do a sequel. This movie, people say this is the Emoji Movie done right, but this is literally the Emoji Movie of Disney, just with redeeming qualities to it. Yeah, there are some redeeming qualities. Like I love, but ultimately this movie is a failure. It sucks, and this movie is just not a cash grab. This movie is the definition of a cash grab from Disney, and yeah. So and oh yeah, and yeah. With that said, I'm gonna give Ralph Breaks the Internet a 2 out of 10. Well, again, it's a 3, but 2 because of how this movie really made me upset. So also from my review of Ralph Breaks the Internet or rant, what do you agree with me that this movie sucks? Comment down. Yeah, do you agree with me that Ralph Breaks the Internet sucks? Oh yeah, before I wrap this up, I forgot to mention one flaw as well. How come? I mean, remember in the first movie where like Penelope stopped the glitching? I mean, because the sugar because her power was back. Why is Penelope still glitching in this movie? Like I thought her glitch went away, so that doesn't make sense. Like, so yeah, that's exactly this movie pretty much ignores what made the first film great. So yeah. Anyway, what is your opinion on Ralph Breaks the Internet? Do you agree me? Do you agree with me that this movie is a disaster and also the most disappointing movie 20 as well? Yeah, I just technically my second most disappointing. Solo Star Story is still my most disappointing movie 2018. Or do you defend this movie? I think it's underrated like some people. As long as you're not inside a fan doesn't want toxic who literally praises the movie like it's better than don't want to say it. But yeah, comment down below, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and forgot what's the next video, but oh yeah, stay tuned for my James Cameron movie review marathon leading up to Avatar: The Way of Water, starting with the Terminator. So yeah, bye guys.